Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? When producing any audio file for use in a podcast or a training video, for example, it's important to have crisp, clear, and clean audio. Your audience may forgive poor video, but will definitely appreciate quality audio on any project you create. Sometimes you may not realize that there is background noise while you're recording, like if there's a hum from your computer or there's a TV on in another room. But sometimes you do know you're going to have an issue, like if a motorcycle drives by while you're recording and you're not able to record another take. In those situations, you're going to want to clean up your audio files in post for the final product. There are multiple ways to do that and many solutions available on the internet. One easy way to do it is in Audacity, and that's by using the built-in noise reduction effect tool. So let's walk through that process with a sample file. You can open any audio file in Audacity. Here I'm working with my Peter Piper audio file. Well, there was some scratching noise on the recording that I'd actually like to remove, and you can see the sound waves in the track here. So you want to select a portion of the track where there appears to be mostly silence. Now I always record a buffer at the beginning of my tracks, so I have about 5 seconds of ambient noise to work with before I begin speaking. If you don't have a buffer at the beginning of your track or at the end of your recording, look for a section in between wave peaks in the recording and use that for your noise reduction sample. You can zoom in on a section of the track and select a sample to use. Now, since I have a buffer, I'm going to highlight that portion by clicking and dragging to select with my mouse. And with the sample selected, I'm going to click on the Effects option in the menu bar. I'm going to find and select the Noise Reduction tool and click on that. Now, the first step in the process is to click on the Get Noise profile. And by doing this, you're telling Audacity what it should interpret as background noise, so it can actually filter it out for us. Well, now that you have the noise profile defined, you want to select the part of the audio track that you want to reduce the noise from. In some cases, you might want to eliminate the noise from just a portion of the entire audio track, and when that is the case, you can just highlight those portions of the track and proceed. But in most cases, you'll likely want to remove the background noise from the entire track, and to do that, we want to select the entire audio track. You can highlight everything using your mouse, but with a long audio track, that could take a while. Or you could click on Edit and choose Select All. But I find the easiest and the fastest way is to use a keyboard shortcut. Control A on a PC or Command A on a Mac will select all. Now, once your track sample is selected, you want to apply the noise reduction profile that you previously defined. So go back up to the Effects menu and select Noise Reduction again. Now we're now on step 2 of the process, and the important thing here is to make sure that noise is set to reduce. Don't worry about these other fields. The defaults should be set to the same as what you see here. If they're not, you can change them to 12 and 6. But the important piece here is to make sure that noise is definitely set to reduce. Now keep an eye on the sound waves in the file here before I click OK, and when I click OK, Audacity will run through your file and it will apply the effect to the selected parts of the audio track. You can see the background scratching noise at the beginning of the track where the waves were have been reduced, so they're no longer heard in the audio. Playing the audio again, you now don't hear the scratching noise. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Your audio file is now ready for more editing.